Welcome back everyone. In this video, we are going to see about HTML tags by developing a sample website. That is practically we are going to learn these topics. That is how what are HTML different types of HTML tags and how we are using that tag. So here I am taking the simple example as creating the portfolio website. So first you should know that is what is portfolio website. So before creating any web application or any web page, first you should know what are the requirements for developing that website. So instead of theoretically studying all the HTML tags, so I am explaining the tags with one sample example. So for that here I am taking that example as create portfolio website. So the portfolio website that also called as digital portfolio or e-portfolio. It is an online representation of work you have created as well as your skills and experience. Simply we can say this website demonstrate your talents and works that you have created. So this actually demonstrate your talents and also your skills. So here I have taken the example as portfolio website. So I have going to create the 4 different pages for that portfolio website. The first one is home page, second one is about me, third one is projects. So that actually shows about my uh, ability. So different project that I have created. So like that we can create that page. And finally the contact me. So now we can see that is the first page, that is first to how to create the first page. So for creating the portfolio website, so we are starting from the home page. So for creating this website, I am going to use the VS Code. So in the previous video already I have explained that is how to create the HTML code using the VS Code and also the Notepad. So here I am using the VS Code as my editor. So first create one folder. So already I created one folder and I have named this as the HTML. Okay, now open the VS Code. VS Code and open that folder. So new open folder HTML, select folder. So now I am creating the first file, that is new file, name it portfolio home.html. So always the HTML file should save with the extension that is .html. So this will be create a new file, and here I enable the auto save. So whenever I am typing, that is auto saved. So now the first step is we need to create the skeleton of our work. So what is the structure of our work? So here we are now going to create the home page. So in the home page, actually I plan to create one navigation bar. So that is used to move to the different pages. So here I plan to create the 4 different pages. So to navigate that page, so here I'm adding one navigation bar and also some description about that website. This you should be create in such a way that easily attract the clients, right? So here first we need to create the skeleton. So we know that that is the root of HTML file is that is HTML, and this actually consists of 2 sections. One is called as head, so this contains the meta information, and another one is called as body. So what are the things that you want to display on the web page that should be placed inside the body tag? So now we can add the element one by one. So we can give one title for our page, that is using the title tag. So this title tag that is used to give the title for your web page, and this is display on the top of your web browser. So I'm just giving the title as my portfolio website, right? So okay, now we can add one by one. So first we can create one navigation bar. So for creating the navigation bar, so I am using the one of the HTML tag that is called as name. So I'm going to use the class name. Can define the attribute for the tag or the element, that is class. So this actually we can use for CSS selector. So here I'm giving, so any one name, so I'm just giving the name as top. So this navigation bar, so that is used to create the navigation bar, that is the navigation section, right? So NAV, that is the navigation bar that is used to add the navigation section. So and I added one attribute that is called as class. So you can give the any name. I'm using the top. So by using that class we can apply the CSS, that is different styles. Okay, now we can add one by one element. So totally we are having 4 elements. So I am adding using the anchor tag. That is A is a anchor tag, and this is used to provide the hyperlink. That is by clicking that element, so that will be redirect to the some sections within the page or the some other page. So for redirecting or linking another one page, so here we are using the anchor tag. So anchor tag, so that provide the link. So using that you can move to the some other page or some other section. So for defining the target location, so while we are clicking this one move us to the some other target location, we are using the href, that is h reference. So here you need to define the URL of the target location. So here I am just giving the URL as that is hash home. So this is not moving anywhere. So after defining that we can provide the actual URL. So home, so this is display on the screen. So likewise we can add the remaining element also. So a href. So totally we are having 4 different pages. So we need one more link to our final page. So that is contact. Okay, this is our first session, that is navigation session. Okay, so for running this one, so normally this HTML file execute within the web browser. So we can open with the web browser. So we are getting this the output. This is our navigation bar. So this, so we have created one navigation bar and we are adding this item in the navigation bar using the HTML element. So the HTML element that is used to create the structure of your web page. So this is actually the title that we are given inside the head, and this is the element that we are added in the navigation bar. So now you can change the display by adding the CSS. So we know that we are having three different types of CSS. So here we are using the first type of CSS, that is called as inline CSS. Sorry, internal. We are going to use the internal CSS. So for adding the internal CSS, so we are using the style tag here. So we should use the style tag within this header portion, right? So, and the syntax is selector, then within the curly brace we are adding the different styles, that is style name colon value. So first we have to use the selector feed for targeting the uh, appropriate element here. So here we are going to apply the style for the this body, this the elements that we are defined inside the body tag. So first we are applying the style for the whole body part. So just I am giving the font as, so for that here I am using, this is called as element selector. So that just we are using the element name, then within curly braces we are giving the name. So this is called as element selector. So now the selector we are going to apply to this body part. So this is called as element selector. So I am defining, that is font family, that is actually the property. So here I am adding the three different style. If it's not supported the first one, so that the browser if not supported the first one, this will be take the second one. Likewise, if it is not supported, that is take the third one, right? Okay, and the next one. So I am giving some style to this navigation section. So I choose this using the class selector. So the element selector, we are just using the element name, and within the open and curly braces we can use the property name or style name colon value and end with the semicolon. And for class selector we are using dot and class name. So this apply to all the element which class is equivalent to the top. So here I am using first property, that is overflow hidden. So if the element label is larger than this particular portion, so this will be cropped. So for that we are giving the hidden, then background color. So I given the background color code is hash 333, right? So we are applying some background color to our navigation bar, and I am setting this overflow option is hidden. So just we can run up to this one. So we are applying some background here. So now we can add the remaining styles here. That is, so I am adding the style to this component. So for selecting this as the target, so I am using this class, that is dot top. So after that I'm using element name. So I'm using space, that is element name and curly bracket. So I'm choosing this one using the class, that is dot, because we are using the class selector, that is we are using targeting element using this class. So this is a syntax dot class name, and space, that is the element name. So now we can set the style one by one. So I am setting the first style, that is float left. So that means the element is starting from that is aligned to the left. Then display block, that's the element is displayed as block. Then color white. So here the color is, that is the text color. Then text align. So this is alignment for text. Text align, that is center. So one more style I am going to add, that is padding. And so I'm setting the yes. So now I'm adding this styles to the anchor element. So I am targeting this element by using this. So this is inside the navigation inside I am defining the anchor. So first I want to give the path from this one, that is the element of or the child of navigation bar. So this navigation bar, that is identified by using the class top, and I am referring this by using the element attribute selector, that is A. So and I am giving some styles to this anchor. Okay, and I define one more, that is for this anchor tag, that is a h over. So this anchor tag that have a property, that is h over. So this will be enabled when we are moving mouse over this anchor element. So I am setting the background color. So you can give any color code or color value. Some background color, and I am setting the text color to black. Yeah, so this was the text we added. So we are adding some padding between the element. The padding will be leave the space around the element. So I am adding some padding. Then so initially first I add the styles to the whole body element, that is font. I am changing the font. Then I am giving, that is overflow is hidden. So if I am giving the text more than this one, that is actually cropped, and the background color is black here. Then I am defining the styles for all this anchor tag using the class attributes and also element attribute, that is float left, that is this will be aligned from this left side, not there, and display as a block. Then color white, that is the text color is initially white. Then text align center, that is align center within this section. Then padding here, this will be leave the space around this one. Okay, and also add another one, when the mouse move over the background color will be changed and also text color also change. So see here, moving the background color is also changed and also text color is changed. So we have completed the first component, right? So after that I am adding one division. So this is used to add some division, that is some section. This is actually container. In that we can place the another component. So here I am adding the another one type of style sheet, that is inline style sheet, so that we can add within the element using the style attribute, and we can define the that is style name, that is padding colon 16. So within the double quote, so his style is attributes. So within the double quotes we are defining that style name colon its value, and if you are adding more than one style, so we can leave the space. So now I am adding another one element, HTML element, that is header 1. So this will display as a large getter. So here you can add your name. Your name in a portfolio website, you can add your name. And the second one, header 2. So here you can add your profession name. Right. And header 3. So you can add your profession heading. So now I am adding one paragraph element for describe about my portfolio website. So this is the, so you can add any description about your page of my portfolio website. Portfolio website. Here you can now we can run our portfolio website. Almost ready the front page. Yeah. So we can also align this one. So we can align this to the center. So we can use the attribute profession. So you can add attribute. This is a heading element. So there has the attribute, that is all the element that has attribute that is aligned. So that is used to align the text. So here I am giving the value is center. Similarly, the profession also align center. Right. Okay, now it aligned. Yeah. So likewise, we can add the alignment to our website. So this is the first part of portfolio website. Just we are created one navigation bar. So are moving to the different sessions. So our website that consists of 4 pages: home, about me, projects, and also contact me. So here in the front page you define your name and also your profession and the heading about the profession, and you can give the descriptions, right? And this is added by using the heading tag, that is h1, so that will be display the larger than h2, and this is h2 h3. And this paragraph content I added by using the paragraph element, that is p element. So p is a paragraph element. So whenever you want to create any new element, you use the html tags, and for given the or adding new style, so we are using the css, right? So just I'm explaining this one. So first I have created the yes. So first I have created the outline, that is structure. So the root element is HTML element, and this consists of two parts, that is one is header part and another one is body part. The header part we are adding the styles, scripts and also title and also some meta information. So the actual content of the web page we are adding inside this body tag. So this is actual content of web page that is displayed on the screen, right? And here in the home page I am adding one navigation bar using the nav tag, and I'm adding the different links using the anchor tag. So while I pressing this one, that is moves to the different pages. So a anchor tag, so that is used to create the link to some other page. So here we are using the href as the attribute of element A. So this is used to represent the target location. So this is why we created this navigation bar. And for this we are adding the style. So for the first we are adding the whole family for whole body or the whole web pages using this font family. And here for choosing the whole web page, so I am using the element selector, that is body. So here we are studying the two selector, one is called as element selector and another one is class selector. So if we are using the class selector, the style is applied to the all the elements whose class is the name. So this is selected by using dot and also class name, and the element selector just we are using the element name, and inside the curly braces we are defining the different styles. So this is whole body and this is for whole navigation bar. So that is represented by the class, that is top, that's a class selector. So we are using dot here, and this is applied to the all the anchor element inside the navigation bar. So this is applied to all the elements. So I am selecting all the A using that is dot top and also element name. So these styles apply to all these elements. Then when this anchor element have one property, that is h over, so this will be enabled while we are moving the mouse on the particular element. So here while moving the mouse we are setting the background color, we are changing the background color and also the back text color. Listen, so this is normally the color is actually black and white text. While we are moving the mouse over the particular element, the color is changes to the gray and the text is changes to the black. So for that we are using that h over. So after that we are defining one division. So this will be create the section, that is one division, and this is the container. Inside the container we can place the different components. So inside the division we are placing three headings and also one description. So now almost this home page was ready. So this is actually the home page that we have created. So while using the mouse this will be changed.